Welcome back, and thanks for joining Todd the Gun Guy. If you want to help support my channel, go ahead and get yourself a mug. We got hats, shirts, all that good stuff. www.toddthegunguy.com. Go check it out. One of my loyal fans, you know your name, Ryan. You reached out and said, hey, can you do any reviews on wheel guns? And I said, you know what? I had a Ruger SP101 that I sold. It was a snubby 357, and I said, yeah, man, I got the GP100 357 Magnum. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a review on the 357 Mag. Let's go. Just so happens that I've got to clean this bad boy. So I had it out not too long ago. We're going to get into it. I did just change out my grip on this guy, brought it to the range, and it is a great shooter. I love it. So let's take a look. You guys have seen in my other cleaning videos that I do like to use the hops. Some people call it hoppies. I do like the Lucas Gun Oil Extreme, and I know some of my guys that said, hey, use the Ballistol. I think he said it was German made, but so I got my cleaning pads that I use. I got my cleaning brush. Cool thing about a 357/38 that you could use a 9mm brush, no problem. And then I've got my general brush here, a little bit stronger than a toothbrush, but still pretty soft, so it won't do any damage to the finish. She is all clean and ready to talk about here. Here was the original grips that it came with. Nice rosewood. What happened though is it's really smooth. Like really smooth, slippery. And a 357, if you've never shot one before, if you shoot the Magnums, they do have some recoil. They can bite pretty good. So that was a slippery grip. So what I decided to do was to get the Hogue grip. And this thing is just unbelievable. Get it in your hand, try one. I mean, it's soft, squishy, it grips, it takes all the recoil out of it. It is just a phenomenal grip for a 357. Some people don't like the look of it, but I wasn't going for aesthetics on this. I was going for function, purely function. One thing to know about the factory grips is this is a side screw, goes through the grip. The Hogue replacement grip, you'll find that there is nothing on the side, so don't be scared or nervous. It actually goes on the bottom of the pistol, and it will actually come with a piece. There should be a round plug if it's in or not in. You just pop it out, and it's like a little, I'm not going to take it off for video purposes, but it's like a little clasp, or it will grasp the end of your grip there. And that set screw goes in and tightens the grip down. So the Ruger GP100 is a single double action revolver. So I'm going to start off by saying it is a 6-shot. So there's going to be 6 rounds that go in the cylinder. This GP100 is a single action double action revolver. So what does that mean? Single action would be when you cock the hammer back like that. Okay, that's the single action. Double action would be when you actually pull the trigger. That's double action. And I don't have the exact poundage on the trigger. You actually have to pull the spring, pull the hammer back. So you have the weight of that, and it actually pushes and turns the cylinder at the same time. In the single action, you go ahead and cock it, and you see that the trigger is already there. It's like a hair trigger. You barely pull it. And I mean, you're going from probably, I don't even know, 10, 12 pounds plus to a single action that could be a matter of 3, 4 pounds. If you're going for precision shooting, you can do the single action. Otherwise, if you want to do rapid, you do the double action. My GP100 does have the 4.2-inch barrel, measure from the cylinder out to the end. Of course, you can see that this is the blued version. This is not the stainless. I know they come in the stainless version as well. I'll get the specs in another slide here to show you how heavy it is, but that helps manage the recoil as well. What's really cool about the 357 is that you can actually put the 38 special rounds through it, which are a lot less expensive, less recoil, and great for beginner shooters, because what you get is the frame of a 357, which is heavy, so it's going to absorb this recoil on the 38s a lot better. Almost feels like you're shooting a 22 Magnum, really does. What it was designed for was the 357 mag hollow point, so this is what I keep in it for self and home protection. So you can see the difference in the rounds here, if I get up close. So you can see the case, you're getting a lot more powder in the 357. So it's going to be a lot heavier, a lot hotter round, and it's a 357 Magnum. As far as the diameter, again, 357 versus a 38, it's going to be very similar. That's why you can shoot it through the same barrel. Similar to the 9mm. This button right here will release your cylinder. It comes out to load it. It is free spinning to load it. This is your ejector right here. So after you're done shooting the rounds, you actually depress that and that'll drop. Gravity fed, of course. You should turn it that way and it will actually kick out your 6 rounds after you're done shooting them. It's got an awesome sight system on it. The rear sight you could actually move up and down. You can see that it's spring loaded, so if you put more tension on it, it brings it down. If you release it, it'll go up. Alright, I've got the outside the waist on the belt holster. It is leather. It is a Bianchi number 5. It's called the Black Widow. And 2 different things for holsters and safeties. First of all, your finger is a number 1 safety of any gun. With this holster, the trigger is exposed. However, your hammer is not. So if you try to pull the trigger, the hammer will not fire. It will not engage. It is covered with this holster, so it's a really solid holster and looks sharp too. So the hammer actually is restricted by the button snap here. It's got reinforced metal. You take your thumb when it's on your side and you pop it and it opens right up. So that's the snap. That's how it's protected. So it's really, really secured in there. It's not going anywhere. So I got to tell you, this wheel gun, as Ryan would call them, goes with me every time to the range. Indoor, outdoor, it is a blast. Shooting sporting clays on the ground, bottles of water, steel targets, paper targets. It is super, super fun. Ammo can get a little more expensive than a 9mm, but it's definitely part of the arsenal. It goes with me everywhere. It stays loaded with 357 Magnums for home protection at home. I don't use it for everyday carry because it's too heavy and too big, but I do carry it as a sidearm when I'm just scouting, shed hunting, hanging tree stands, that type of stuff. If you haven't had a chance to get a wheel gun in your hand / revolver, get to the range, try it, rental counter, get with some friends that have them because they are a ball, they're a blast. And until next time, Tom the Gun Guy.